Hello, hello, divas. It is Coach Twy here with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hopefully, we have some ladies who are live here with me on this good Sunday. And if you are, I am looking for you to say hi. I am looking for you to say hello. Let me know that you are in the house. Okay. So I see we have some family in the house. Hey, Miss Glenda. Hey, Phyllis Henson, how are you guys? I'm looking for some sisters who are ready to get started with our stepping challenge. If you are ready to get stepping, type step in the comments. I'm looking for some sisters who like, yes, I am here for walking with God and weight loss this a particular day. We're going to kick off and get things started. Hey there, Miss Janice. How are you? Jennifer Davis. So good to see so many of you. It's time to get started. That is what this is. So Varela is saying hi and hello. So if you are ready to get started with the Divas of Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, hi, stepping for health, go ahead and type step in the chat. I am looking for some steps in the chat for some sisters who are interested in getting things going here. I always love to go and send reminders to everyone to let them know that we are here live and direct. So I'm sending just a few little reminders. Is oh, I see you, Miss Janice is like step, Tracy is like step, Andrea is like step. So let's step, my good sister, step in the name of love, self-love. That's the love we're talking about, right? We're going to be stepping in the name of love, and I'm so excited. I'm out here again with the big bushy lashes, trying to get you motivated, good sisters, trying to get you motivated. So here's how it's going to work. Hello, Miss Annie Gordon. Make sure that you have your book. For those of you who have it, can you go ahead and type book in the chat if you have your book called Go to God for Your Goals, Girl. This is the book that we're going to be following this step timber, because we will be stepping in the name of self-love. So if you have your book, go ahead and type book. If you need a book, go ahead and type I need one. I need one. And we'll be sure to reply to your comment with the link so that you can get your book in time of to join us in the challenge. Okay, if you need the book, let us know. If the book is on the way, you can say, hey, my book is on the way, because you know maybe you just ordered it or whatever. Should be on the way to you. Okay, sisters, so we got a lot to cover tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and get my screen sharing with you and for you. So let me see if I can get that going. All right, sis, if you can see my screen, go let me know. And if you are, type screen in the chat. All right, I'm going to see if I can grab the link to I'm gonna grab the link to yep. I'm gonna grab the link to the book, so that for those of you who want to get yours in, because today is the last day to join. And if you truly want to step with us and follow along in the devotional definitely has some journal pages as well. So we are walking and we are listening. I'm about to get into exactly what we are doing, but I want to post the link to just the book if I can find it. I am trying to locate it. Why am I singing? I don't know why I'm singing. But we're going to find the book so that you are able to go ahead and just get just the book. Now, we ran out of shirts. We sold out of the shirts. So congratulations to those of you who did get a shirt, because not everyone did. We literally sold out of those shirts. And I'm trying to find the best way to get the link for you to join. May actually even be in the presentation. So I'm going to go ahead and start the presentation. I'm going to see if you guys are typing screen. Yes, you are. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and just get started here. Now, do me a favor before we start. Go ahead and like this video. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that you are able to see more motivation. We will be sharing a devotional tomorrow so that you can walk alongside us. Even if you haven't joined the challenge, we will be sharing one tomorrow. Be notified when we share that by simply subscribing to our channel and liking this video. So we have 2 ladies who's liked the video, but there are way more than 2 of us on this call. So let's go ahead and like this video. Get the likes up. on the video so that we can get that. So here we go. 10 easy steps to walking 10,000 steps a day. So I'm curious, walk on average right now. Tell me in the chat, how many steps do you walk on average right now per day? Do you know? Do you know how many steps you're walking per day? Are you doing 5? Are you doing 7? Are you doing 8? What is your average walk steps per day when you are focused? What do you have going on there? Go ahead and share it with me in the chat. Andrea says about 6,000. Cynthia Coleman says about 15 to 20. Janice says 5 to 6. Come on, sisters, let's get sharing. Let's get transparent on how many steps are we walking normally on a day. Jennifer Davis said 5 to 6. Latrice says about 7,000. So I see that many of us are 5,000 and above, and that is great. The goal for us this month is for us to step greater than we have stepped in the past. It's not for us to exceed anyone else, right? Because comparison is the thief of all joy. What we are truly looking to do is to step more than we normally do, right? That is the goal. Varel says she does over a little over 7,000. Tracy says she goes from 3,500 to 6,000. So we have variations, and that is just fine. It is absolutely okay. How many of you are watching? This is your first Fit, Fun, and Fabulous Masterclass, and you're kind of this. Who is this? What's going on? Time, type of 1 in the chat. If this is your first with us, let us know. I wanted to let you guys know, for those of you who are Coach Twyman, I'm a fitness coach, a founder, a author, an inspirer, all the things, right? I am here to help and assist you in unbigging your back and snatching your waist. Welcome, Phyllis Henson. It is her first time. So we want to celebrate Phyllis Henson, for this is her first time. Anyone else is their first time? Latrice Johnson, it's her first time. Welcome, 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 Latrice. So here, you're going to get a night's class, right? Because I've helped thousands of women lose thousands of pounds, ladies, and it's your turn. It's your time. And I'm not even going to get into all of the wonderfulness that we've done in the past. I want to just get straight to the 10 points, right? You don't really care that I used to be a project manager, and I'm here using my project management skills that I used at Microsoft, IBM, P&G, Wells Fargo, PwC, MasterCard, all the places. I'm using those skills here with you. Black women who are looking to lose weight, snatch waist, big backs. That's what we're doing with our project, helping ladies organize their lives, organize their health, and all the me. You're interested in your solution, your resolution. So let me get for the 10. Go ahead and type 10. If your introduction is cool and all that, I'm sure you did great things, but I want to hear the 10. Go ahead and drop a 10 if you are ready for the 10 easy ways to make your way to 10,000 steps a day. It's really simple when you talk about it. You want to be able to reach your goals and do all the things. I'm clicking through a lot of slides because I want, right? I want to get to the 10. Jennifer said, David said, get to the 10. Annie said, get to the 10. Varel says, get to the 10. So here's number one. Here's number one. Number one is start your morning with a walk. How many of you already do that? Type me in the chat. If you start your day off with the walk, if you're beginning your day with a 20 to 30 minute walk, right? Even if it's a 10 to 15 minute walk, but 20 to 30 minutes is going to give you somewhere around 4,000 to 5,000 steps. How many of you are already doing this? You wake up and you walk. If that's you, go ahead and type me in the chat, because that is one of the key ways to get to 10K is you start your day with walking. You start your day with walking. And I don't start at the top of my day with walking, but I certainly in the middle of the morning, after I've had my morning meetings, I do a 30 to 40 minute walk and I get 4,000 to 5,000 steps. So half of my steps are done by the time before noon, right? Half of them are done before noon, and then I try to finish it off. So we have some ladies who are morning risers who have decided to focus on getting their steps in the morning. So congratulations to you, Glenda, to you, Latrice, to you, Phyllis. Who else said me? Who else does the morning route? Because that's number one, in the morning. Number two, take the stairs. Take the stairs. Like you're like, oh, I've heard that before. Now it's time for you to actually do it. Stop using the elevator, stop using the escalator, right? take the stairs. How many of you take the stairs when you can? Go ahead and type a number 2 in the chat. If you do your best to take stairs versus the elevator versus the escalator, go ahead and type a 2 in the chat because I'm looking for you to skip the elevator and the escalator and just use the stairs, sis. It's an easy way to add more steps throughout your day. And because you're sitting there and you're walking on steps, you're actually helping to build muscle as well because you're pulling all your weight, right? So body weight calisthenics is applying here with those steps. So Andrea, she does it. Jennifer does it. So there's a lot of you who are already taking the steps. So number 1 was wake up, get your steps in early. Number 2 was take the, all right, number 3, go ahead and walk during calls. Baby, I the time when I am hosting calls, when I am hosting meetings, or maybe I'm just listening in, I will grab my phone, grab my big old headphones, and I will listen in with my headphones and walking. I am walking, right? I work from home as well. Somebody was like, well, what if you work from home? That is exactly what I do. So you get to control your time better. When you work from home, you have little breaks here and there, right? Where you can get up and walk. We are deciding to use our breaks to scroll on our phone. We're deciding to use our breaks to do other things. You can get up and move. Get up and move your body. That is what you should be doing, especially if you work from home. Now, if you're taking the walk, if you're taking those calls during your walk, this could add 1,000 to 2,000 steps a day if you do this regularly. So I'm trying to see how many of you already take calls while you walk. Go ahead and type a 3 in the chat. Now, this becomes kind of hard for me because I'm taking calls while I'm walking, girl, and we have all these heels out here, and I'm heavy breathing, and they think I'm a prank caller or something. So I'm heavy breathing on the calls, but it works. It works. Being intentional about getting your steps in, right? So 3, Janelle is doing it. Latrice is doing it. Ro Perkins, Rolanda is doing it. Who else is taking calls? Now, is that a good tip? If that's a good tip for you, go ahead and type tip in the chat. If you're like, I could start doing that. I could take my calls on the road. Go ahead and type tip in the chat if that's something you think that you can incorporate that you're not already doing. Walking during your conversations and not just your meetings, right? You can walk while you're talking to your girlfriend in the evening. You can walk while you're talking to your mom. Walk while you're listening to a podcast. Walk while you can walk. You can do 2 things at the same time. Don't sleep on walking. A lot of you are out here in the gym and lifting weights. That's wonderful and that's fabulous. But guess what? Guess what? That weightlifting is really revving up your hunger, right? So you got to be like, oh, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. And it's fine. You just have to eat more, but you have to know how much more you should be eating and what you should be eating. But with walking, you just get out here and do more of that thing. People in our program will literally walk and do nothing else and lose 20, 30 pounds. Okay, it's a tip for Tracy Johnson. It's a tip for Varel. It's a tip for Phyllis Henson. Let me give y'all some more tips. All right, that is number 3. Number 4 is break it into small chunks. Lil, I need y'all to stop trying to do it all, right? A lot of us are like, I want to reach 10,000. And so if you can't walk the 10,000 at one time, you don't do nothing. So we need to set small chunks, small mini goals, such as 2,000 steps before breakfast, 3,000 steps before lunch, 5,000 by the eat. Break it down. It makes it more manageable. It makes it more doable. You have a solid plan. So you guys know how we meal prep, right? We got step prep. Step prep. How many of you already step prep, type prep in the chat? How many of you already step prep? Go ahead and type step in the chat. If you're like, well, I already step prep. What is step prep? Step prep is when you're like, all right, I know by lunch I need to have 5,000 or I'm not going to hit my goal. Right? I know by 3 o'clock I need to have 7,000. I'm not. You are literally planning and prepping how much you're going to step during the day. You're being intentional. You're being intentional. You're not waiting for the steps to come to you. You are going after them. So we are going to step prep, my good sisters. Okay. How many of you, this will be your first time step prepping? Go ahead and type a 4 in the chat. If you've never step prep before and you're like, man, that's a good idea, go ahead and type 4 in the chat. Let me see how many new step preppers that we have, because we're going to prep and decide that by this time I'm going to have these number of steps, and by that time I'm going to have, we are going to achieve these goals because we are pushing ourselves past the boundaries and the lame limits we've set on ourselves. Right? We're going to do more and be more with number 4, which is breaking it down into small chunks. All right, Eleanor is going to be doing it. Andrea and Tracy and Janelle. Hey, Janelle. Jennifer Davis is. We have some sisters who are going to be step prepping. And I am just super excited about the fact that that is what you are going to be out here doing. Come on, sis. We got the number 5. How many at the grocery store? We are parking farther away. We are parking further away. If you are parking further away, type car in the chat. If you're already doing it, type car. This is how you get more steps. This is how you are intentional about getting more instead of just driving straight up on trying to find a handicap spot right there in front of Target. Maybe you just drive a little further, like 20 cars down, 20 spots down, and go ahead and park so that you can go ahead and take those steps. So when you are running errands, when you are park at the far end to increase your step count. Or how about even when you are inside of that store, sometimes I just do an extra lap around the store because I know in my mind, movement is medicinal. I am sitting here serving myself medicine when I move. I am sitting here serving myself pleasantries, endorphins when I move. So I take an extra lap around there, and you can go ahead and move your car and park it a little bit further so that you can get those extra steps. Now, how many of you have never parked further away, or maybe it's been a long time since you haven't, but you're going to start doing it now? Type a 5 in the chat. High five me in the chat if that's going to be you. High five me, put a 5 in the chat. If you're like, okay, this is one that I know I can do, go ahead and pop a 5 in that chat because I want for you to be able to reach 10,000. Why 10,000? 10,000 is about 5 miles of movement a day. And baby, when we say movement is medicinal, we mean it. Walking clears your mind. Walking gives you more clarity. Walking gives you the movement you need in your knees, the movement you need in your body, your mind, and your soul, right? So my girl Cheryl Dizelle is going to start parking further away. Rose is going to start parking further away. They dropped those 5s in the chat. Let's hear what 6 is. Y'all, how many of y'all have a Apple Watch or a Fitbit? So tell me in the chat, how do you track your steps? How do you know how many steps you're taking? Are you using your Fitbit? Are you using your Apple Watch? Are you using your Samsung? Are you using your phone? Tell me in the chat, what is your preferred way to track your steps? Because tracking your progress throughout the day is the key. Seeing your step count and knowing how far you have to go or how little you have to go. Sometimes, girl, I will stay up and walk around the house just to hit the goal. But my Apple Watch is telling me that. We have some Fitbit lovers. We have some Fitbit lovers on the call. Look at all the Fitbit sisters. Where are my Apple Watch ladies? Oh my God. We got Ro Perkins with a Fitbit. We got Janice Davis with a Fitbit. We got Cynthia Colby with a Fitbit. We got Janelle with a Fitbit. Seriously, where my Apple Watch sisters at? Y'all are not showing up for me, and I'm not taking too kindly to this because I'm rocking my Apple Watch. I used to have a Fitbit. Come on, Glenda, let's show out. Come on, Tracy, let's show out. Me, Tammy, Tracy, Glenda, we got our Apple Watches. Me, Burrell, and Cheryl Dizelle. Come on, Apple Watch ladies. We may be showing up a little late right now, but we are here. Okay, the Apple Fitbit ladies still won. Okay, so using your Apple Watch, using your Fitbit, using your Samsung, your Garmin, your watch, whatever you are using, use it because it motivates you to move more. How many of you are motivated by closing your rings? Type me in the chat. How many of you are motivated by those Fitbit challenges that you used to have, but maybe now you're doing another thing, but the Fitbit is motivating you? How many of you are truly motivated by your watch? Let me know in the chat. Well, number seven, take a break, girl. I'm going to take a break right now. I'm going to just pause so you can absorb the fact that I'm saying take a break. Can you do that? Sis, can you do that? Who can take a break? Type a 1 no. Type break in the chat if you can take a break. every hour. Stand up. Walk around for 5 minutes. Why do we act like we can't do this? If you can take a break, if this month you can commit to standing up every hour, taking a break, type break in the chat. Type break in the chat. Too many of us have too much going on and we let it just bleed and bleed and bleed, and we don't even get up to use the bathroom. Seriously, sis? No, ma'am. No, sir. We have got to take breaks. Stand your butt up and walk around for 5 minutes. 5 minutes will probably even get you 100 steps, right? But if you're constantly sitting down, so if you get up, stand up for an hour, walk 5 to 10 minutes, let's say that's 100 steps, girl. If we're talking 8 hours, right? The 8 hour day when you're at work and you're walking the 100 steps, that's like almost 1,000 steps just from walking 5 minutes a day, right? Some of you might even be listening to this class on your phone while you're walking. Some of you might be standing up right now doing a little movement trying to get your steps in while you're walking. Stop sitting down all the time. You are hurting your back, you're hurting your knees, you're hurting your hamstrings, you're hurting your neck, you're doing all the things. Stand up. Stand up and take a break. Look at all the sisters who are committing to taking a break every hour. Janelle, I don't want you to forget it. I don't want you to forget that you promised this, Tracy Johnson. I don't want you to forget it, Annie, that you said that you were going to stand up and take a break. Don't forget that. That is number 8. Take, and those little walks help. Walk after you eat. Habit already? Go ahead and type habit. If you already have a habit right now that after you've had your breakfast, you take a quick walk. After you had lunch, you take a quick walk. After you had dinner, you take a quick walk. How many all of you already have a habit of walking after you eat? Type habit in the chat. If you don't have a habit, type 8. Type a 8 in the chat. Because let me tell you what walking after you eat does. It increases your digestion. When you increase your digestion, the food is moving out of your colon faster. Your belly is flatter faster because you are digesting the food faster. So, sis, get your walk on. Have you ever gone on a walk and you're like, girl, I gotta go poop? What is this about? I gotta go poop. It's because walking aids digestion. It works for dogs and it certainly works for humans too, especially humans who are dedicated to sitting out here and trying their best to have more walks. Look at all the ladies who type 8. They type 8 because it's not a habit yet. Are you going to commit to make it in a habit? Type yes or no in the chat. For those of you who type 8 because it's not a habit to walk after you eat, go ahead and let me know if this is what you're going to be doing. Latrice says, I used to, but lost it. Guess what we about to do, Latrice? We about to find it. You didn't lose it. You stopped it. You didn't lose it. You stopped it. So listen, if you're going to do it now, type yes in the chat. If you're like, I lost it, but now I'm found. If you're like, I was broken, but now I'm whole. If you like, I was lost and now I could see. Or is that I was blind? Lost and now I'm found. Not blind and now I can see. I was sitting down and now I'm about to walk. Okay, that's what we doing. This is the focus for September. Somebody in the chat drop step. If we're serious about this and you're not playing games and you're like, girl, no, I'm serious with you, I'm rocking with you, go ahead and type step. If you are high stepping with us for your health, go ahead and type step, because we're September. And September is really all about self-love. It is about self-love. Thank you, Glenda, for stepping with me. Thank you, Latrice, for stepping with me. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Ro. Thank you, Varel. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, ladies, for stepping with me, because this is the moment that we are going to shift away from all the drinks of summer and into a healthy holiday. This is the transition right here in fall that we're all making today, right? We're going to fall back in love with taking care of our bodies one step at a time. Did you step in with us? Type step in the number 9. Add steps to your daily routine. So I need you to find opportunities to add steps. So if you brush your teeth while you waiting for coffee, while you walking around, or while you are walking around while watching TV, like, get your steps in your daily routine. Things notorious for this. If I'm cleaning the kitchen, I will definitely take some extra steps in the kitchen. If I'm brushing my teeth, I'm moving. I am intentional about moving my body because it adds to the burn. Right, it adds to the metabolism being revved up, to the burning of fat cells, to the reduction of them. So, sis, can you add extra steps to the things that you are already doing? If you can do this, and if you're like, nah, I know I could do this, then tell me, what is the one thing, one routine that you have already that you can add walking to? Come on in the chat and let me know. What is the So I can tell you what I did. So, and that's what this challenge is all about. That's how this challenge got started, sis, to be honest. I used to love to read my devotion in the morning. So we have our book, Go to God for Your Goals. And that's where this book came from. Because in the mornings, I would do my devotion. And I said to myself, well, I want to walk and read God's word. I want to walk. So instead of sitting and reading my devotion, I decided to go on a walk and listen to my devotion. So that is one habit or routine that I used to have that I decided to go ahead and add walking to. What is a routine that you have that you can add walking to? Hopefully, you're going to be doing the devotions with us. Hopefully, you're going to be reading and listening to God's word while you walk with us. That is a habit that we want you to build, and that is something that we want to continue throughout the day. And lastly, fun activities. Okay, big question. Black women over 40. Is that you, Black women over 40? Are you there? Is this thing on? Black women over 40, are you there? I have a question for you. How many of you go walking with your friends? If you go walking with your friend, type friend in the chat. If you don't, type I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't, but I will. I don't, but I will. If you do, let me know. If you don't, type I don't, but I will. Do you go walking with a friend? Do you guys walk around the park? Right? Do you engage in some fun activity like dancing, or do you go to the museum, or do you do things with your friends that's not centered around food and drinks? Are we doing fun activities with our friends, like running in the park, maybe even flying kites and jumping rope, or just what you doing, sis? Phyllis Henson said, I don't, but I will. I don't, but I will. Glenda said, I will start. I will start. Nobody on the list has said I do. Wow, except for Rolanda does it. That's it. I may be missing somebody. This is a big opportunity for you to start a walking group. Grab a friend. Grab a friend. So in the chat right now, drop your city. Drop your city. Drop your city in the chat so the folks who are listening can know where you are from, because maybe, just maybe, you might be close enough to have a walking buddy, right? That you can organize your time and you guys can connect and you guys can walk together. Drop your city in the chat and let the sisters know where you were connecting from, because simply planning fun activities with your friends will help you get more steps. Woo, that was 10 of them, y'all. I just dropped a whole 10 easy ways for you guys to reach 10,000 steps in a day. If you got all 10, type 10 in the chat, right? If you got all 10, type 10 in the chat. I see some Philadelphia ladies. I see some Topeka, Kansas ladies. Multiple Topeka, Kansas. Y'all need to connect. All right. We got some Cleveland ladies. We got some Falls Church ladies. Jennifer Davis says she got all 10. Annie says she got all 10. Now, if you know that you can do at least 8 of these, no, you know what? How many of the 10 that you think are doable for you? Drop that number in the chat. How many of these 10 are doable, like something you really can do? Drop that in the chat for me, right? Let me know. Let me know. Because we went through all 10. Y'all, we went through all 10. And these are ways that we can go ahead and get our steps in. Get our steps in. All right, so now we are going to be doing this together. I know a lot of y'all said that you have not been walking with a friend, but that changes now. That changes now. So we may not be in the same city, but we're going to be walking together. How many of you are committing to walking with us? Go ahead and type me in the chat. How many of you are like, all right, I may not be able to walk with my sisters like physically with me, but in this virtual setting, I will be walking. If that's you, go ahead and type me in the chat. If you are committing to posting your post walk selfie, now you can post your shoes, you can post your watch, you can post your surroundings, you can post whatever you want, but you need to post in the Fit, Fine, and Fabulous group on Facebook after you walk to show, hey, I did it. Tag, you are it, right? How many of you can commit to that? How many of you? Okay, Janelle says me. Eleanor, don't play me. Varel, don't play me because I'm going to be looking for your selfies tomorrow. So today is the day we kick off. Tomorrow starts the stepping. And like Martin said, get the stepping. Gina, we got to get the stepping. Okay, so if you can commit, I need you to commit. If you're committing, type me in the chat. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 34, 15. I got about 20 ladies committed. There's way more than 20 ladies on this call. So how many more of you can commit to stepping and posting a picture? It doesn't have to be of your face, even though I love seeing post-workout smiles. I love it, love it, love it. Right? But if you are able to post your shoes, your surroundings, your trees, your dog, just to say, I finished my commitment, go ahead and type me in the chat. All right. So now we're going to get into the ladies who are committing to this. All right. I need you to, I'm about to share how this challenge will work. This challenge will work. So for those of you who are on the call and you're ready to hear how the challenge will work, type work in the chat. If you're like, okay, I'm ready. I just need to know how we doing this. Tell me how I go, coach. Go ahead and type work in the chat because I'm going to share with you how we're using the Goal to God for Your Goals Girl devotional. It's filled with powerful prayers, powerful affirmation, powerful quotes, powerful devotions that we're going to be listening to while we walk. So a lot of you said we are ready. We are ready to understand. We are ready to know how this goes. So I am going to share my screen again. I'm going to share my screen again, and we're going to get into the work of it. Rhonda, you ready? Phyllis, you ready? Tracy, you ready? You ready? Because we are about to walk through how we are going. So we are walking for weight loss God's way. That is WWLGW. Come on in the chat with that. LGW. Can we type that in the chat? We are walking for weight loss God's way. WWLGW. Drop that in the chat if you are walking because you want to lose some weight, you want to get better energy, and you want to connect more to God. We're going to treat our bodies like temples, right? God's way. WWLGW is what we right now. So here's how the challenge works. You get your devotional. Get your devotional. Again, for the ladies who do not have their devotionals and you need one, type me in the chat right. The link to the devotional in the chat. It is also in the description of this video. If you need the link to get your devotion, the devotion is, I think it's 27. And I'm giving you 10% off just because y'all on this call and you're watching it. I just dropped the link in the chat and I'm dropping the promo code. It is Divahood10 because we are all divas. It's the whole Divahood over here, okay? I dropped the link and I dropped the promo code, right? The link, Janelle, is there. I need you guys to join the sisterhood. Get your devotional because we are going to finish this and start this with God. God said again, but this time try it with me. Stop trying it alone. Stop trying to and fail it. Okay. Who else needs to get their book shipped to them? Because this is the book that we're going to be using to guide our walking challenge. The book. And then you need to download the Fit app. For those of you who are joining the challenge, we're giving you access to our Fit, Fine, and Fabulous app. You can go to the App Store and download the app. And then for those of you who are approved, we will approve your access to our app. Okay? So for those of you who already got your books, you've already started the challenge, let me know if you're already in the app. If you're already in the app, go ahead and type FFF in the chat. If you're already in the app, already downloaded it, already in the group, type FFF in the chat. Janelle, can you tell me if you see the link? Andrea Aarons, can you tell me if you see the link? I don't know if you can see the link because we want to get you in our app tonight, right? We want to get you in the app. We want to get you in the right group in the app so that you can get all of the reminders that you are due and deserving of, right? Janelle, did you see it? Are you able to see the link? I sent it here from my computer, but okay, good. Thank you, Andrea, for letting me know. I never know if it works or not. So if you're already in the app, type FFF. It's called the Fit, Fine, Fabulous app. We sent you an email on how to download it, right? Thank you, Janelle, for letting me know you can see the link. Good. We want to get you access to the app tonight. Next thing, we're going to add you to a group, weight loss, walking for weight loss God's way. Now, if you're already in the app, are you in the group? Type yes or no in the chat. If you're already in the app, are you in the right group? Type yes or no in the chat. I'm going to the app right now. I will be coaching you the whole month, and I am about to drop a comment to say, hey, y'all, in the app. You should be able to see me saying, hey, y'all. If you are in the right group, you saw my note. So let me know if you're in the right group. Type yes in the chat. You can also like my comment in the app. This challenge is going to be inside of our app, y'all. It's going to be hosted in our app. It's also available in the book. You don't even need the app. You can just do the challenge with the book, but I want you to do it with us. I want us to do this like a sisterhood, right? Patrice says she needs the link. Here is the link to get your book. And then Patrice, because you're live on this call, I want you to use promo code DIVAHOOD10. That's going to give you 10% off. And then your book is going to be shipped this week. And then you're going to get access to our app tonight. Like while we're on this call, you should already be getting that email that says, hey girl, congrats, you're in, join our app. Then you can download that app. Okay. So that's what we're doing. Andrea got hers. Janelle has her link. Patrice, let me know if you have your link. Let me know. I see some ladies are joining. Tracy Johnson and some other ladies. I see you. So congratulations on making that decision to step with us. So you get the app, right? You join up, you get your book, then you get the app. What's next? All right, here we go. Are y'all following me? If you following me, type yes in the chat. Right? If you following me, type yes in the chat. If you understand what I'm saying and you're like, okay, this makes sense. I buy the book. That helps me. I join the challenge for free because I got the book. I'm getting in the app for free because I got the book. It's a one-time payment. You are not paying over and over and over again. You pay one time, you get inside the app, and we're doing this for 30 days. 30 days, right? You following me? You tracking with me? If you're tracking with me, what's next? Then I need you to commit to the following tasks every day. Commit to walking, right? Commit to walking. Right now, we're taking action. So for those of you who have your book right now, turn to page 149. 149. And turn to page 49 right now. And in that book, on page 149, you're going to see this tracker right now. You're going to see it. Now, our first day of walking is tomorrow. And do you see the box, these gray boxes on the document? Just put in tomorrow's date, which is the 9th. So that first Monday is the 9th, that Tuesday is the 10th. So you just fill out the days, right? And then I need you to tell me right now, ladies, right now, how many days are you committed? I'm sorry, how many steps are you committed to finishing each day? Let me know in the chat right now. I'm telling you guys, my commitment is 10,000 steps. 10,000. I can't waver on that. My commitment is 10,000. So right now in the chat, type your number. What is your commitment? Type it in the chat, but also complete page 149. It says, I commit to finishing blank number of steps. Put your number of steps right here. Put it in a book row, right? And if you don't have your book yet, we send you a downloadable version of this tracker so you can have it. But this tracker is in the book. It's on page 149. I commit to finishing how many steps, ladies? What's your commitment? And your commitment should be based on you, not on me. It shouldn't be 10,000 because I'm 10,000. Your number should be more than you normally do. Please don't set the same goal. Like, are you stretching yourself? No, you're not even stretching yourself. So make sure that you are setting a goal that is more than you normally do. Eleanor says 7,500. Janelle says 8,000. Annie says 75. Tracy says 5,000. Let's go, Tracy. Right? Jennifer Davis says she didn't receive an email with the link for the app. I promise you, you did. It is probably in your junk folder. These emails are automatically sent. If you paid for and signed up for the challenge, it was sent to you. It may be in your junk folder. So take a look at your junk. Also, email us at vipdivasupport@fitfindfabulous.com to get your status of your app if you're having problems or if you didn't see the email, right? So we need more than you normally are going to do. Glenda says 12,000. So I have been averaging probably about 8 to 9. I'm going to commit to the full 10. The full 10, right? Tracy says I didn't get an email. Tracy, I think you just joined like 2 minutes ago, right? So give it a second. It'll get to you. I see your name and you just joined like 2 minutes ago. So give it a second and it'll get to you. If you still don't see it, email us at vipdivasupport@fitfindfabulous.com or check your junk mail because it goes to junk mail. Who else is signing up tonight? Let me know. Who else is committing tonight? Because I see Rose at 10, Jennifer's at 10, Burrell's at 8. Phyllis, I need your exact amount. You have 10,000 plus. What's the number? We're committing to a specific number so we can track that number. Janice Davis is at 7. Let me know, ladies. What is your commitment? What is your commitment? All right. I think we got our commitments. The next step is to start walking tomorrow. So here's I'm going to send you the devotional. The devotional is inside of your book. Let me stop sharing so you can see me. All right. You guys see me here? The devotional is inside of your book. Day 1 is available right here, and every day has a quote. Self-love is not selfish. It's an act of faith to God, right? And this is day 1. Fighting for whole love. This month we are fighting for whole health and self-love. Day 1 is on page 5. Now, at the end of every chapter, there is a QR code. There is a QR code. You can use your camera to open up the devotion. I am reading the devotion to you. So if you prefer to listen to this while you're walking, you can just use your QR code, listen while you walk. That is the guidance. So when you are getting your 10,000 Phyllis, you're listening to Coach Twy read your devotion. So you are knocking out, right? You're knocking out 2 activities at once. We're doing our devotion and we're walking at the same time. If that makes sense, to go ahead and type "makes sense" in the chat. Let me know if that makes sense to you. If that makes sense, ladies, let me know. Let me know. Does it make sense? So you order the book, you get your app, you get in the group in the app. You're going to get emails with the link to the video. The video will also show up in your devotion. If you have your devotion, you don't even need the app because it's in the devotion. But we also put it in the app. We also put it in your email. So you're going to have the video recording in your email, in your app, and it's also in your book. Does it make sense? Let me know if it makes sense to you. We start tomorrow. Your 10,000 step commitment starts tomorrow. Tomorrow. So if you're saying that you're going to hit 10,000, then I need for you to get 10,000 by tomorrow. After you get your 10,000, we are posting a selfie in our Fit, Fine, and Fabulous group. Posting a selfie. Does it make sense? Type "makes sense" in the chat if it makes sense to you. Let me know. Let me know. Tomorrow. And then make sure you're updating your tracker. Why are we updating this tracker? Because you need to type the real amount of steps you took. And then what we want to do is we want to be able to tally how many steps we took each week. Each week. So you can say at the end of the month how many steps you took all month. I hope that's making sense. If it makes sense, type "makes sense." If you have questions, ask your questions. This is the time to ask questions. Okay? Latrice says she just ordered her book and then she is committing to 8,000 steps. Latrice, open the door. Latrice, let Louie out. Close the door back. Latrice, congratulations. Let me see if I can see you here. This is you. Latrice, if it makes sense, go ahead and type "makes sense." Starting tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 1. Today is the kickoff to explain how it works. Tomorrow is day 1. I'm committing to my 10K tomorrow. If you got it today, that's good too. Put it on your tracker. But tomorrow is the true commitment, right? The tracker is available online and it will be emailed to you. We send emails really early in the morning, 5 a.m. Pacific. That is my time. I'm on the West Coast. So right now, for example, it is 5:30, around 5:30 here. It should be 8:30 on the East Coast, 7:30 on the Central Time Zone, right? So you're going to get an email early in the morning. You're going to get a reminder at noon. You're going to get a reminder in the evening. Okay, you're getting 3 emails a day to remind you. So please do not act like you brand new and you forgot. You're not going to forget. You ignoring it. Don't ignore us. You are participating. You are showing up. Stop making excuses and all the things. And for those of you who are live on this call, you get a 10% discount just for being on this call live right? Today is the last day to sign up, right? Because we start tomorrow. You gotta, you don't need the book to start tomorrow simply because the video is of me reading the book. So you're gonna have it, but it's nice to have it because there's a journal in there. There's also affirmations in there. There's also quotes, but I read all that stuff while you're walking, so you're gonna hear it, but it's just nice to have your devotional with you. Latrice, I see your sign up. I also see Latrice, I think you may have signed up twice. Is this Latrice Johnson? Latrice, did you sign up twice on purpose? Latrice Johnson. Yep, Latrice, you signed up twice. So if you only meant once, you should email us at VIP Diva Support and let us know you only meant for once. Andrea Aarons, I don't see your sign up yet, sis. I don't see your sign up. Let me check again. Oh, yes, I do. There you are, Andrea. I see you. I see you. Thank you for your commitment. All right, ladies, we are walking with God for weight loss this September. This September, we are on it. We made it to this. Updating our trackers. We are updating our journals. Now, I love journaling. Go ahead and type journal in the chat. I love journaling. It's not required, right? Because we're already walking, we're already doing our devotion, we're already saying our affirmation. But girl, this book is a devotional and a journal and a and an affirmation book. It's a video book. It has all the things in here, right? So if you want to journal, I want you to write down how you felt that day. Was it hard to get the steps in? Were you feeling tired? Did you have cramps? Did you have nights? Like, talk about it. Reflect on it. Have 30 days. Dedicate 30 days to this, sis. If you're a journaler like me, type journal in the chat, right? The email for support is, I'm typing in the chat, VIP Diva Support at fitfinefabulous.com. That is the email support. Now, if you're looking for the tracker, somebody asked again, is the tracker available online? I did tell you guys that we are sending that tracker in your email. So check your email. If you missed it, go ahead and email us at VIP Diva Support. That is where you get help. Please do not inbox Nicole Twyman. Do not do that. Right? It's not going to be good. It's too many emails, too many posts. So make sure that you email us so that you can get a ticket so that we are tracking that ticket. So for those of you who joined us today and was wondering how the challenge work, right? You're promising to post your selfies. These are some ladies who post their selfies when they're walking. Remember, it could be your shoes, it could be your watch, but I love to see the ladies. And for those who bought, if you bought a shirt, type shirt in the chat. If you know you bought a shirt, a Walking for Weight Loss with God shirt. How many of you bought the shirt? We are going to be wearing those shirts the last 2 Saturdays in the month. We are going to post selfies of ourselves and our shirts because we are not walking alone anymore. Look at the ladies who bought the shirts. Phyllis got her shirt. The shirts will be going out this week as soon as possible, right? We're not going to use them until later in the month, but as soon as they exactly ship, you will have a shipping number, tracking number. You can always email us at vipdivasupport@fitfinefabulous.com for the status of your shirt or your book or whatever. That is the email to use to contact. I'm so excited for Glenda, Annie, Eleonora, Rhonda, Varel, Janice, Rowe, and Phyllis and Latrice. All of you guys be posting our selfies on. Don't forget your videos will be in the app. The reminders are also in the app. And we also have an additional give away prizes, y'all. Because we just love to give away prizes. So we are giving away prizes. And for those of you who are interested in tracking and competing with one another, right? Who has the most steps? We might give out a prize or two, right? You can only win once though. So if you are interested in competing with prizes, we have another app that you can download and you can participate in. It's called Stride Right. That is a challenge app. It shows us how many steps everybody has. Everybody who participates, it puts it in the leaderboard. So if you're interested in participating in free prizes, email us at vipdivasupport@fitfinefabulous.com. We will add you in for that L. All right. Then now I want to quickly go back to our 10 steps just so that we could just review really quick. There were 10 ways because I don't want you to forget this, right? Number 1 was start with a morning walk. Number 2, take the stairs. Number 3, walk while you talk. When you're talking to your girlfriends, don't just sit down. Get your butt up and get on a treadmill and talk. Get outside and talk, right? Break it into small chunks. Have some goals by lunch. How many steps you trying to have breakfast? How many steps you trying to have after lunch? Break it up. Number 5, park further away. Number 6, use your fitness tracker. Number 8, take walking breaks. Take a whole 5-minute break just to walk throughout the day, every hour, adding an extra 1,000 steps just by doing that. Walk after your meals. You had breakfast, girl, go on a little walk. Walk after you eat. Add steps to your daily routine. You brushing your teeth, go ahead and just do a little step while you're walking, while the water's warming up. Get your steps in when you're waiting for your coffee to brew, when you're waiting for your juice to juice, when you're waiting for your smoothie to blend. Walk around, get your steps whole body. Playing some fun activities with last one that we said, that was number 10, and that is what we're doing in our group. This is a walking for self-love and health challenge. The self-love part of this group, we'll be sharing some self-love activities that you could be doing to love yourself more. If you are interested in the self-love activities, go ahead and type love in the chat. Type love in the chat if you are interested in those, because those will be shared as well. All right, ladies. Well, congratulations to those of you who decided to sign up, who are deciding to participate. We got your sign-ups. All right, Jennifer Davis, we see you. We see you, Phyllis. They wanna know about these self-love activities. Girl, we talk about making your own bath bombs, making your own oils, all the things. We're gonna be sharing some self-love activities. We're gonna be giving meals, recipes, delicious ones. Pumpkin season is in, so we got some pumpkin recipes we're going to share. Self-love activities are where it is at. All right, ladies, we are done. This is it. We are done with the 10 steps to helping you reach 10,000 steps a day. How many of you feel motivated? Type your adjective in the chat. How are you feeling after today's call? Are you excited? Are you motivated? Are you inspired? Are you going to do this? Are you feeling dedicated? Are you feeling like getting up and walking right now? Like, how are you feeling? Go ahead and drop your adjective about how you're feeling about the challenge in the chat. You can drop an emoji in the chat. Drop something in the chat and let us know how you are feeling about it. Let me see. I think I got an emoji I could share. There's my emoji. Jennifer Davis says she feels motivated. Eleanor says she feels sensational. Ooh, I love that word. Latrice says she's excited and I need the app. You're going to get the app, sis. Look for your email. Remember to email us at VIP Diva Support. Request what you need, but you do not need the app to get started. Do not complain that, oh, I don't have the app. Well, you just joined tonight, right? You can still start through email. We are sending that first email at 6 a.m. Pacific. That's 9 a.m. Central. We will give you the link to the first devotion. Just go walk. Just go walk. Varel says she is happy. Rhonda says she is excited. Janice says she is inspired. Right? Glenda says she feels connected because you are the connector, my friend. You are the connector. We are the connected ones. That is all of us. We are connected. We are not doing this alone. You are no longer alone. Ladies, please stop it with the I'm just going to do this by myself mentality, or I'm not going to post my picture. We want to see your face. Hold on. Let me get off this so I can scream in the camera. We want to see your face. Post your face if you can. If you're not afraid, I don't know why y'all be afraid, but please just post it, because guess what? We get to see your smile. We get to see how you're feeling. We get to celebrate you. We get to be a part of your journey, and we want that. We want that. We want that. We don't want you to do this by yourself. We don't want you to be like, no, I'll never walk with none of my friends. Well, you're about to walk with a whole walking group, right? A whole virtual walking group who's walking for weight loss God's way, right? Listen, we got God behind us, okay? Latrice says, I will be walking in the morning, per usual. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. All right, come on. We walking. We got this. We got our motivation going. We got our energy going. Post your selfies and we good. All right, ladies. So for those of you who signed up to hear the 10 ways, okay, you got your 10 ways. You got your 10 ways. Now, for those of you who are part of our another challenge, hold on, let me grab it. Let me grab it. We got another challenge going on. And I didn't want to do 2 lives because I'm traveling this week. So if you were on here and you are a part of the Learn to Meal Prep Girl Challenge, go ahead and stay on. If you are not a part of that challenge, feel free to hop off. You can stay on if you want to. I don't care. But we're about to get this information in. I won't hold you long. It's probably going to be an extra 20 minutes. How many of you are staying on? Type stay in the challenge. How many of you are staying on? Type staying in the challenge. Because we're going to talk about chapter 3 We reorganized our fridges, y'all. Oh, I saw y'all posting your organized fridge. Last week, we organized our cabinets. We are building healthy kitchens, right? We're learning to meal prep, but the first step is to get your kitchen in order. A lot of us got these old messed up kitchens that's full of crap in our cabinets, full of crap in our refrigerators, full of crap in our spice drawers. So we're getting some things organized, okay? So now we are done discussing the 10 steps to getting to 10,000 pounds. Now let's get into this learn to meal prep, girl. How many of you are staying? Cool. Ro is staying, and it said, okay, well, for my ladies who are staying, let us get it going. Let us get it going. So I won't keep you too long, right? Because I want you to go and have a lovely day. Go and have a lovely evening. Hold on, hold on. Let me get to it. Let me get to it. Now, if you have not already posted your book, post your selfie. You know we love some selfies up at Fit Body Fabulous, baby. We stay. Post your selfies because we love them. So for the ladies who are learning to meal prep, girl, post your selfies with your book. We want to see your face. And we're going to learn to meal prep today. We're going to be talking about the freezer fundamentals. We're talking about freezer. And it's due. Your fridge was due today. A lot of y'all said you was going to post today, and I didn't see all of them. Some of you are posting tomorrow, which is fine. In fact, here are the ladies who said that they were posting today. Tammy said she was posting on Monday. She already posted, though. Can we give a hand clap of praise in the chat for Miss earlier than she said she was? Varel has posted. Congratulations. Glenda has posted. Congratulations. Annie has posted. Congrats. Baby, y'all are out here being women of your word. And that is what weight loss is. That's half the battle. It's saying you're going to do something and then actually doing it. So y'all help me celebrate these women. Don't just sit here and be like, that's nice. I hear her saying congratulate people. I ain't gonna say nothing. No. Please help me celebrate them. We are still waiting on Janice. Hers is due tomorrow. Michelle, hers is due tomorrow. So they are not late, right? But we are looking for Rhonda, and maybe Rhonda posted hers after admin had already uploaded this, right? So congratulations to all the divas who say they were going to do. Here we are with Varel showing her pics. Linda showed her pics. Look, we go looking for you. When you say that you're going to do something, we go looking to see if you're holding you accountable, sis. Right? So congratulations to the ladies who did it the first time and to the ladies who did it the second time. We got these pantries all the way together and all the things. So congratulations. But tonight, I want you guys to give me a week of healthy eating, and I'll spend the rest. I'll spend the first day prepping, right? Because that's what we need to do. And in order for us to prep and prep properly, we got to have we got to get these kids. So that's what this is about. So tonight, a part of our kitchen is a freezer, and we're going to be talking about essential tips for using your freezer more effectively. Your freezer. All right, sis, here we go. So your freezer is not just a storage space for leftovers. It's a tool. It's a tool for preserving the nutritional value of your foods, right? So if you're like, oh, I can't eat all this, freeze it, because it preserves the nutritional value of your foods and it makes meal prep more convenient. I mean, you could make your soup and you can't eat all the soup, freeze it, right? Ladies, we are in our books on day 3 on page 19 and 18, 19, right? So maintain the correct temperature in your freezer. Ensure your freezer is set to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure it's set to the right thing to safely preserve your food. How many of you know that? Yes or no in the chat. Do you know what your freezer temperature is? It should be 0. Don't know, it should be 0. Next, use airtight containers or vacuum sealed bags. They need to be airtight. This reduces the freezer burn. We don't want freezer burn to come contaminate our delicious food. We want to reserve and preserve the taste and the nutritional quality of our food. So use airtight containers when using your freezer. Airtight containers. Okay? So a lot of you said, no, I do not know the temperature. Go check. Make sure you do a check. Like, what is this? Because I don't want food to spoil. And then we're gonna stop. Because how many times have you put that? What's this? When I made that? You want to label it. So use labels with the name and the date, right? When you freeze it. So you know exactly what you freeze and you know how long it's been there. So you put the name and you put the date. It will help you use the foods while they're at their best. Their best. So label off. And so what to freeze and what to avoid, right? We want to freeze fresh meats and fish. Fresh meat, freeze it. Wrap them tightly to prevent air exposure. Again, because once it hits the air, the same thing with juicing. You know, guys, when we make our juices and we leave the gap between the juice and the that can contaminate your juice. So make sure you're filling your juices all the way up to the top. Make sure you are wrapping your meats tightly. Get the air out. Right? Most vegetables should be blanched before they're freezing. Who knows what blanching is? You guys know what blanching is? Do you guys know how to blanch? Let me know in the chat. Yes or no? Right? You want to also freeze cooked dishes. Cooked dishes. Soups, stews, casseroles, they all freeze well. So you can cook these things ahead and freeze them. Do you guys know how to blanch your vegetables? You should be blanching them before you freeze them. Okay? Breads and baked goods. We want to do the same. Freeze them on the day of baking. And blue bread, if we're doing our banana bread, and you're like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to eat all this, or I want to prevent myself from eating all of this banana bread, you can let it cool off and freeze that thing and freeze them into portion size. Like you already know it's one slice for a serving or two slices serving, whatever it is. Like freeze it, wrap up your one, wrap one serving per wrapper. Right? Rose says, not sure what blanching is. Thank you for asking. All right, blanching is when you quickly steam or cook a vegetable, right? But you're not trying to cook it so that it's all the way cooked through. You're just gonna blanch it. We're just gonna steam it for a couple of minutes here. We don't need it to be cooked all the way through. And a lot of times when we are meal prepping, ladies, I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all should be blanching instead of cooking because you got to reheat this stuff. A lot of y'all are overcooking your prepped foods, not thinking that you got to reheat it. So I'm gonna use asparagus for an example. You're cooking your asparagus and it's already cooked beyond, and then you already know you got to reheat it later. So then it gets cooked some more, and it's just looking real bad. And you're like, why my stuff don't taste good? It's because you're cooking it too hard. You have got to blanch because you got to reheat it. And it cooks more when you're reheating. Same with salmon. Y'all, salmon and chicken is all dried out because you're cooking it too long, right? You don't really, it's not called blanching with protein, but with vegetables, it definitely is called blanching, right? And you want to stop them. You want once you cook it. So let's say it's broccoli, and we are blanching our broccoli. We want to go ahead and cook it for a couple of minutes, and then we're like, okay, I don't want my broccoli to get soggy. So then you take it out off the fire. You put it in a bowl, and then sometimes people put like some ice around it to stop it from cooking, right? And then they freeze that. And then when it's time for you to cook with the broccoli, the cooking time takes less because you've already blanched it, right? I hope that makes sense, Ro. Let me know in the chat. Thank you for asking the question. If people knew what that was. So what are we going to avoid? Things you should avoid that you should not be freezing. Y'all don't be out here trying to freeze cucumbers. Did you know you shouldn't be freezing that? Don't freeze melons. Don't do that. Don't freeze lettuce. Did you know that? Do not freeze these things. Why? Because they have a high moisture content and they are just going to get waterlogged. They're going to get water and it's not going to taste good. You're wasting your money. Do not freeze these kinds of things. Understood? Yes or no in the chat. We do not freeze sour cream. We do not freeze cottage cheese. They can separate and become grainy. It's gross. Don't do it. Dairy products, don't freeze it. Don't freeze it, right? Sometimes my daughter freezes her go-go pops, her yogo pops, her yogurt pops. She'll freeze that. But it's not like a real hard frozen, so it's not really the same, right? But don't also don't freeze fried food. Don't air fry your wings and then try to freeze it and think it's gonna come out crispy when you reheat it. It's not, right? It's not. They're gonna lose their crispiness, they're gonna become soggy. So there are things you should be freezing, and there are things you should not be freezing. And both of them are found in chapter 3, 18 and 19. Are y'all with me? If you're with me, type a 1 in the chat. If you're with me, we got a little bit more to go. We're almost done, y'all. We're almost done. I know it's been a long call. We're almost done. If you're still with me, if you're still here, type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1. Nobody's typing 1, so I wonder if y'all are still with me. Glenda's house is here. I'm happy that Glenda's here. So now let's talk about our fridge. Bring all order to your freezers, ladies. We're going to bring some order to our freezers. So all your old stuff, we need to bring that to the front, right? Add new ones to ensure the older items get used first. So you bring your older items to the front when you add new stuff. How many in the chat? Type me if you are already bringing the old stuff to the front, putting the new stuff to the back. You're never going to use this old stuff. And if you're not using the old stuff, throw it out. If you're like, oh gosh, it's been 6 months and I keep seeing the same thing, go ahead and throw that out. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Bring the old stuff to the front so you can use it. If you're not using it, okay, group similar items. Keep your meats and vegetables and fruits and all those similar items together, right? This will not only save you time, but it also prevents accidental thawing of other items. Let's say one shelf is for all your fruit, another shelf is for all your meats, another shelf, you know what I mean? So organize it. Organize your freezer, ladies. I know a lot of us just have stuff thrown in there. Let's stop doing that. That's a waste of money, waste of, space. Use your bins and your dividers. I don't know how many dividers in your freezers. I have bins and dividers in mine, right? It really helps you to compartmentalize different types of food. It can make it easier for you to manage your space. So I have bread that I freeze. I have a level for the breads. My daughter and my son love frozen pizza, so there's a level for that. We have tons of frozen fruit bags. We have a drawer, a side of the drawer for that. So you need to organize your things, sis. You need to organize your fridge. This is what you do this week. So if you're following these guidelines, your freezer will become a pivotal tool in your healthy eating regimen, right? We want our freezer to support, not cause more dismay. That's the whole purpose of this. Clean out our cabinets so our cabinets can support our health. Clean out our fridge so our fridge can support our health. Cleaning out our freezer so our freezer can support our health. And next week, we're going to be reorganizing our spices. So our spice drawer or cabinet or lazy Susan, whatever type of spice situation we got going on, can support our health. Because organizing your freezer not only helps in preserving nutritional quality of your food, but it also minimizes the waste. And it also simplifies your life, simplifies your meal prep. So imagine if your freezer had frozen soups in containers on one level. Wouldn't that make it easier for you to find your chicken detox soup, your chilies and stuff? Yes, I know in the chat. Would you find benefit in having a section for soups, having a section for other things like meats, having a section for cooked veggies, blanched veggies? Would you find that helpful? Yes or no in the chat. If you may find that helpful, then baby, it's time for you to implement that. We are building kitchens of health for women of health. Got it? That's what we are doing. So I'm going to ask you in the chat right now. You already know what's going on. We've been talking about this, but your goal, my good sister, organize and optimize your freezer. Organize and optimize it. I need you to take a before picture, and then I need you to take an after picture of your freezer. How many of you are doing this with me? If you are doing it with me, give me the date that you're going to have these pictures. I gave you guys all the way up and through next Sunday because I know the freezer is probably harder than the fridge. So I gave you guys all the way up until next Sunday. I think that's the 15th. I think it's the 15th. Who is going to be posting that before and after on the 15th? Let me know in the chat. And who is going to be doing it on the 16th? Because some of you guys like to do it on the 16th. Let me know in the chat. Give me your dates. I'm not getting off until I see dates. Give me your dates. Okay, Varel says the 12th. Glenda says the 15th. Rose says the 15th. Who else? I have 3 people on my list here. 3. Who else? Who else? 15 for Janice. 15 for Annie. Who else? Who else? 15 for Valerie. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 commitments. I'm going to ask one more time. Do I have any more commitments? All right. If you are watching this after the fact, right? If it's not live anymore and you've decided to commit to cleaning your freezer with Fit Fun and Fabulous with us, email us at VIP Diva Support and give us your dates. Otherwise, we're going with Varel on the 15th. I'm sorry, Valerie on the 15th, Annie on the 15th, Janice on the 15th, Rhonda on the 15th, Ro on the 15th, Varel is the 12th, Glenda's the 15th. This is everybody? All right. Well, thank you, ladies. I hope today's call. Today we gave you 10 easy steps to getting your 10K. You're going to be stepping. You're going to be organizing. We're going to be falling back in love with ourselves this fall as we end our summer. I'm super duper proud of you for showing up today on a Sunday. And I think it's the first football Sunday of the season. So some of y'all are football fans, but here you are listening to Coach Twy talk about your kitchen. Come on now. Talking about stepping. I love it, love it, love it. So welcome to a new week of September, the second week of September. And we're getting things started with our stepping challenge on tomorrow. And I'll be looking for your before and after pictures from your freezers next Sunday at the latest. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining tonight. If you truly enjoyed this call, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel because, baby, I'm going to be posting some recipe videos. I got some more juice recipes to share with you. So subscribe, turn on your notifications, share this video so that more sisters can get these tips on how to get their 10K steps in. I hope that you are maximizing your time, turning your regular routines into places and spaces where you can walk. Janice says, thank you, Coach. I say, you're welcome, Janice. Thank you for showing up today. Y'all have a great rest of your Sunday. And remember, for those of you who are in the membership, we do not have a call tomorrow. That's why I did this tonight. I will be traveling this week, and I'm going to try my bestest, my good friends, to get my 10K in no matter what, right? I'm committing right alongside you. So I will see you again really soon. Glenda says, I appreciate you, Coach. And Glenda, I appreciate you. My partners in crime, the Glendess. You're welcome, Annie. Thank you, Pharrell, for this travel graces. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are a great group of women that I am honored to support. It is not vacation. No, unfortunately, I am going to see a client, but it's all good. It's good stuff. I love to support clients, whether they're project management clients, weight loss clients, all the clients who are out there. So I'm visiting clients on site this week, and I'll be back next weekend. Okay, my good sisters, I'll see you again really soon. In the meantime, please get your steps up. Please get your freezers in order. And let's have a fit, fine, and fabulous fall. Let's get it.